Here we go. Bar Fantasy Football. We got the podcast going. Bar Fantasy Football. Bar Fantasy Football. All the information flowing. Bar Fantasy Football. We got BTR, commish rifle and
Rodney.
storing no lineup beam. WT. Sold our pant loads and our current champs. The Barffies. It's Bar Fantasy Football. If you love this game, you will sure love Bar Fantasy Football. Good luck to all.
And here we go.
Here we go.
Bar Fantasy Football Season 6 Grand Finale. I'm joined here in the Bar Fantasy Football Dungeon by the greatest co-host in the business and the current, at least during this minute, second place runner-up in the 2025 BARFF season. Walt's here. Walt, how are you?
I'm good. Do you think it's safe to say this is our last podcast for the season, or are we going to have one more?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That depends on ESPN.
ESPN, right?
Joining us on the line, the owner of Whopper Moppers and our reigning champs from 2024. Tom's on the line. Tom, how are you?
Hello, Commish. Hello, Walt. How's it going?
Good, Tom. How you doing?
Good.
Great. Great. Glad to be on. Last episode of the year.
Last episode of the year.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Also joining us on the line is the owner of Sody Pant Loads.
Nice.
Kyle's on the line. Kyle, how are you? Can you hear us?
Commander, are you there?
Who? Sody Panloads?
Yeah.
Sody Pant Loads, yes.
Oh, there we go.
I promoted you.
I couldn't hear.
There we go.
I love it.
He's
Also,
live now.
so we are on the line with the owner of Whopper Moppers, Tom, the owner of Sody Pant Loads, Kyle, and joining us now, the owner of Boston Beans, Ant is on the line. Ant, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good, Tony.
Terrific. We are
Full house tonight.
I like
Good
it.
time.
I love it. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. We took a week off, so we have the Final Four to discuss, and then the never-ending saga, the roller coaster, the ups and downs of the BARFF Championship week. Well, let's go back to the Final Four. We had Born to Run taking on Boston Beans, and the Knuckleheads taking on Soaring Eagles. Proud four teams doing battle there in the Final Four, and we ended up with two going to the title game. Before we get too deep into that, let's also be joined by the owner of Worst Team Ever. Tyler's on the line. Ty, how are you?
How we doing, gentlemen?
Good.
Doing good.
Hey,
doing
welcome back.
That's right.
I thought you might have left the league. That's nice to know you're still an owner.
It's been a podcast drought for Worst Team Ever. I love it. I love
the guy got married, and I thought he left the league. But
all right, so we've got Final Four, which seems like forever
I
ago.
know. It really
it's so
does.
insane, but it was not that long ago that we were playing these games. And which game do you want to start with?
well, let's talk about the Beans and BTR.
All right, this was a 177 to 126 decisive victory for Born to Run, propelling Born to Run to the championship game. Well, what was your key to victory?
Pretty much everybody. I mean, it really didn't matter who I picked. Everybody performed well. I mean, Burrow, Barkley, Chase Brown, Jigba, Pickens, you name it. Everybody had double digits.
Yep.
It was just one of those weeks. I mean, even on my bench, I think it wouldn't have really mattered. I had Stafford had 34 with Burrow. You know, it just was one of those weeks. Even the Samaje Perine had 12 points. I mean, that's, you know.
That's when you know.
Right. So
That's
the
when
poor
you know.
Beans, you're going against something like that. And then, you know, on the flip side, you know, who would have thought the Seahawks D would have got -1? But, you know, it was a strong week. I mean, the Beans had a, you know, really nice week. You know, double digits, most of the guys. I guess there wasn't that big 30-point blow-up out of anybody.
Right.
But, you know, really, really good week. Just ran into a, you know, just one of those weeks where all my whole team kind of went
Yeah,
up.
you blew up. That was a trend. We both had a week like that in the playoffs, and it worked out. Ant, when you look back on this day, this is going back a couple weeks, you did top to bottom. I don't see really too many problems. What were your thoughts on this game in Boston Beansland?
There was just not much I could have done. No matter who I put in, it would have resulted in a loss. So it just ran into the team that just went off. Everybody just had a good day on his team and just didn't get enough out of mine.
Yep. Yep. But much maligned A.J. Brown puts up 18. Jamar Chase
Yeah.
putting up a number one draft pick type performance. And so, but not to overcome a
gonna do?
177. When you're playing against a 177, what are you going to do?
Yeah, right. You just, exactly. Although, Tony, to make it feel better, I do partially hold you responsible for me losing the championship because I thought if Stafford can get 33 against Seattle, how can he not at least get mid-20s against Atlanta? I still don't know how that happened. But I digress.
That's sounds like it's rubbing a little bit of salt. Kyle, when you looked at this game, Born to Run moving on, was this a result that you predicted? Did you see Born to Run beating Boston Beans that week?
Yeah, I think Born to Run was kind of. This was so long ago. This was like before the first day of Hanukkah. I think this was like forever ago.
Yeah.
I gotta look back at the scoreboard.
I was on a roll going into that game.
Yeah, Born to Run was on a roll.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, right. This was the game that Chase Brown got 3 touchdowns.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Against Tony's, seeing the Bengals guys go off against Tony's beloved Miami Dolphins, I feel like that was kind of nail in the coffin. And like Burrow getting 33, 20 from Chase isn't bad, but you would think you get like a little bit more piece of that pie.
Well, you take out 2 touchdowns from the other guy, and then maybe give 1 or 2 to Chase, and I don't know. Maybe we're talking
It's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah, you see 45 points, you're like, that's at least 30 from Chase.
Yeah,
so,
I mean those 2 touchdowns were
I got nothing else.
10 points each.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah, that's a lot. The other game that was deciding
nail
who
biter.
went to the championship game was, as in typical Knuckleheads fashion for this year, down to the wire knuckle biter. This was Knuckleheads taking out Soaring Eagles, our regular season champs with a 10-4 record. The Knuckleheads prevailed 92.75 to 90.6, barely 2-point victory. Walt, what did you see in this game?
I seen good defense by the Knuckleheads. I don't like. If you would have told me Josh Allen gets 8.2 points,
that's a lot.
I don't know how that happens. Not. I mean, I felt horrible for Jordan. I mean, that is so. I mean, he had a 10-point. I guess at what was that, week 12? So I guess, but still, not even double digits.
I know.
If he gets like 10, 11, he wins the game. So that was a killer. Yeah, I mean, to me, it all comes down to that, like how you just don't ever expect that from Josh Allen, especially, when you need him. Right. And then, of course, your MVP, Cam Little, once again, had double digits.
Yeah.
Like, he's a superstar.
Yeah, the 14-year-old kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Zay Flowers showed up for you, which was good. But, on the other side, you only got 2.2 out of Henderson, so that was
scary.
That was surprising too. I mean,
he's
been pretty consistent.
He was that. I thought for sure that once that game was over, that was it for the Knuckleheads, but that turned out to not be the case.
And I give you a lot of credit. Somehow you had the nerve to start Jacoby Brissett.
I did. in
the game. So hey, good for you.
Completely not able to trust Baker Mayfield anymore. I just couldn't be doing it. He's 16 points a week from 25 earlier in the season.
Exactly.
Ty, when you looked at this game, did you think this Trevion Henderson 2 points spelled the end of the season for Knuckleheads?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. That was pretty wild. And then, I mean, the fact that Tyrone Tracy was in a winning lineup again, week after week on top of it. Yeah, I did not see the Knuckleheads coming out on top of this. I thought Jordan had one of the stronger teams going into the playoffs.
I mean, I had them in my bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that everyone had Soaring Eagles moving on in the brackets that we had, including mine. There was just no possible way that I was lucky to get past no lineup, putting up 186 points.
Yeah, I mean, right.
I thought the luck, and Soaring Eagles actually brought that up that week, that lightning doesn't strike twice, and it didn't.
Well,
I just
he
ended
wasn't
up
wrong.
I just dragged him down into the depths of Knucklehead.
Into the Knucklehead quagmire.
Yes. Yeah, and it worked out. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that brings us to the championship game. Tom, Knuckleheads versus BTR for the championship. As the sitting champ, was that anything that you saw coming?
Oh man, I mean, going into the playoffs here, it's not a shot, but I would have probably guessed Knucklehead's least favorite. But Always
I
the
agree.
best team doesn't always win on paper.
That's why we play the games.
That's exactly it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then so much to unpack in this game with
Yeah.
ESPN and everything. But
Oh, there is.
yeah, well deserved and great finals. I don't know if we've ever had a finals that close again.
Yeah,
or that
that's
close.
a good question.
That is something for the league historians. I feel like the Whopper Moppers in the rifle game last year was tight too. Was it not? I'll defer to Moppers, but I
Yeah,
feel
I think
like
it was like
Oh yeah, it was a close game.
170 something to 150 something.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a shootout. It was a
Yeah,
really good
fairly close.
championship game. Yeah, and then you had this game with the Knuckleheads taking on Born to Run. Walt, I'll let you recap.
Well, I was saying off air. So, Brock Bowers decides to sit out the last game when I need him the most, which I'm like, that's fantastic. So I scurry to find a tight end. And unfortunately, I got a couple emails telling me that Taysom Hill, it's a good chance he's going to be a sleeper and have a really good week because he had 15 the week before and they were using him as the primary rusher. So I'm like, yep, all right, that's good enough. I'm thinking maybe this is being a little bit cocky. I'm thinking, tight end's probably not going to matter that much in this matchup. I like my chances. So I randomly decide to, just pick him. And then, unfortunately, he throws a goose egg up. And if he literally did anything
at all. Yep.
I would have won. But, the worst part is I went back and looked. There were 19 other guys I could have picked. And every one of them would have given me the victory. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I think also I did wrestle a lot with Burrow versus Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
I switched it out. I went back and forth a couple of times.
That was such a tough decision.
It really
week.
was.
Yeah.
And I still feel good that I made because I did not like my receivers at all. So I'm like, Higgins, I felt gave me the best guy there. And I figured, well, if I'm going to Higgins and I got Brown, 3 Bengals, I thought, like, that's a way too many, eggs in one basket. But then, on the flip side, it's easy to say, oh, I could have did this. But, I mean, you got guys that underperform. Henderson against the Jets, 8.2.
Oh, yeah. This is a sub-100 game.
That's what I mean. I thought he was going to have 30 points. So, I look at it that way, too. Tyrone Tracy, too. I swear if they would have rammed him a little more, he would have had way more points. I was watching that game.
Yeah.
So, I think overall when you look at it that way. But the one that killed me, if you ask of all the ones I lay this defeat on the defeat of, is Saquon Barkley. He was horrible. He was absolutely horrible in that game.
And that has not been necessarily a rarity for Saquon as we've been going into the back part of the season. I don't know that you necessarily really got. He started to get hot. He was 20, 17, 22.
Yeah, the last 3 going in.
But he had been 5, 12, 10,
Right.
13, single digits for like 6, 7 games. So I think that was kind of. Saquon was a little bit. He was giving me a little bit a roller coaster vibes, kind of like good Lord, I'm spacing out right now. Debo, he giving me Debo.
Yep.
He's hitting home runs or he's not.
Yeah, and if you, Chase Brown ended up being the 8th at this position, and Barkley. Do I even want to look? I'm probably going to get nauseous. 13th. That's horrible.
It's not for.
He's
it's
the
not
middle
when
of
you
the
drafted
road.
him. Yeah, middle of the pack running back.
And against Buffalo, not exactly. They haven't been great against the run.
Yeah.
So that's if you ask me, that's the one guy that I'm like, yeah. I was expecting at least 10 to 15 from Barkley.
Sure. And when you look at Knuckleheads versus Born to Run, anything stand out to you as outside of Taysom Hill as the reason for a Knuckleheads victory?
No, that was kind of it. Walt also nailed it. Saquon, obviously would love at least 10 points from him. Just, any half point would have got Walt the victory. So it's just tough any way to look at it.
Right. I'll start this. I'll start with you, Kyle. Let's do it. Was there a 7th sack in the Detroit game?
Yeah, I still don't even know who to congratulate, BTR or Knuckleheads. But I think it's finally settled. So congrats, Knuckleheads. It was weird when ESPN was like the only one to do it. Like even when BTR was listed as the winner, I was like, this has to cause an uproar in the fantasy community. Like, no way ESPN people are going to be like, every other thing and the NFL is saying it just like counts as a sack. Like, why is ESPN being, differentiating from that?
Right.
And like, I don't know. I feel like they said he didn't get touched, but I feel like every time a guy gives up, they do count as a sack to the defense. So I think if I'm commish, I feel good about the win. If I was BTR, I wouldn't feel too good about it. So I think it ended falling in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, that part doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Other than the weird part that doesn't make sense to me is if at the end of the game, right, quarterback takes a snap when they're just clocking the ball, takes 3 steps back, goes to a knee, untouched, gives himself up, doesn't count as a stat.
Yeah, I think
I don't know how that's any different.
I think if he gives himself up, even if it's in the process of it's
trying to make a play, right?
A clear pass attempt.
Right.
But if he gives himself up, I think at that point he's a ball carrier. I know it works against me, but I think that's a carry for negative yards.
Right.
Not necessarily a sack. So, Ty, what do you think about that one? Sack or no sack?
Yeah, I think the knee at the end of the game is the best comparison you can make on that, right? If the quarterback gives himself up without being touched by anyone, then I don't see how it is a sack. But in this case, I mean, Sodi hit it spot on, right? Every other fantasy app was calling it a sack. NFL was too. So I think, ESPN had some glitch or something funky going on there to take that away. So in the end, again, I think Commit deserved that. As Bolton said, BTR winning like that, that's going to take some of the gusto out of winning a championship. But Knucklehead should feel pretty good about this one.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is my problem with this season. And listen, it's an honor to be the champ. Let's get that out of the way. And it's something that I really covet because I love this league, and to have the golden toilet seat is just amazing because it's so hard to get. Mm-hmm. But having said that, I said in weeks past there were a couple of wins on my column that I thought were just filthy, including a 79-point victory over an opponent that I think scored 76. And then in the final game, when I'm watching that Rams game, Stafford threw, 6 passes at the end of that game. All he needed to do was connect on one.
I'm glad you brought that because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Like, we were texting, and I'm like, I cannot believe the Falcons left 27 seconds. I'm like,
here it is.
This is easy.
Yep.
He's going to at least throw an out to get 10 yards or dump it off.
Yep.
No, that idiot tries to go down the field deep, and the ref screwed me.
I said
PI.
it on the chat.
That was PI all day long.
Yeah.
I'm not. You don't know if the kicker would have made it. They had a Baltimore
at that point. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You just need that reception.
Right. But I couldn't believe it. Like, the first one was the worst. That guy was so wide open.
I know.
And the fact that Stafford didn't even come close. That's when I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is not gonna happen.
That game, that game went from 99% BTR to 99% knuckleheads and back. I think 3 times in the last couple minutes.
Yeah.
Were you keeping track of that at all? Were you watching it that close?
I didn't watch that close. I didn't watch that Lions game, but I was keeping an eye on the score here and there.
Lions game.
I didn't want to say
He
it.
wasn't watching anything.
I have a feeling I know what Tony was
that
up
sack
to.
game, no?
No, this was
No,
this was
Tony,
the Rams.
we moved on. This
was the Rams in Atlanta because Stafford just needed all BTR needed was for Stafford to get another half a point.
Just dump it off.
Yeah,
Anyway.
anything.
He's thinking of Stafford on the Lions.
Yeah, no, I'm back in 2011.
That's
or whatever
okay.
it was.
That's fine. So yeah, that was hard because I had basically seen that as being like it was over. Stafford's going to hit something and then it's going to be over. I think I texted you, hey, we're going to wait until when we were going to do the live broadcast, which didn't work out because of we actually got blacked out. That's what happened. That's why I couldn't get the game on the screen because the NFL doesn't allow you to broadcast or rebroadcast anything, no matter what
Copyright,
way you
right?
try.
Yeah.
So that was the digital rights infringement, so I couldn't get it. But I had said to you that night, hey, we're going to do this. This could be a long show. As soon as Stafford hits his 16th point, we're going to stop. Because there was no doubt in my mind that Matthew Stafford was getting 16 points. And so now we have yet another one of these knuckleheads games. And I feel, especially with what went on Sunday, like it changed hands and then it changed hands back. I feel like this is like an asterisk season.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I hate it. I just
sometimes it's just meant to be.
Yeah,
Sometimes
see,
it's meant to be. The cards fall in.
Tyler, I'm glad you said that. I feel the same way. Like, it's just, yeah. I mean, to me, the fact that they corrected it, I wish they would have never done that in the first place.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
because I didn't want you to feel like it was tainted because of that. When no other platform had changed it.
Yeah.
So the only thing that was weird is I kept checking. I'm like, once the game starts Saturday, then I'm like, I guess it's going to be official. Once, and I checked Saturday before the games when the game was started and it was still me, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's going to stay that way.
Right.
And that's the craziest part.
I think there's got to be leagues that play that week.
Oh, right.
So wouldn't those, like, even some of those matchups might have been
I
wrong.
can't even imagine the ESPN support line.
Yeah.
What that looked like, because you're exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm sure that happened.
It's crazy to me.
In regards to like your whole season commission, like every team in BARFF could go through, nitpick their season, find like games that could have gone differently. Like me and Tony gave ourselves half championships. I was like, oh, if I made playoffs, I would have won. So like, look at that. Like it's just how it falls. You can't take it away from yourself.
I
like,
don't disagree.
You won, things fell right. You get the golden toilet seat.
That's right.
Well, I'm proud to have it. And I hope to defend it much better than I earned it, because I would like to not limp my way to another championship.
I'm still a little my thunder, but you say that you beat the 1 and 2 seeds.
I did.
So I mean, you did it the hard way. You went through the best teams to do it,
and beating
no lineup also, with a huge week to start. So.
That part I'm proud of. To
Say
beat
what
those
you will.
three owners in the playoffs, I'll take
that's
that.
the way I look at it too.
Yeah. And so that leaves us with the championship currently. Then for those if anyone's watching, I gotta check the chat. If for anyone's watching, what happened is as we stated, Knuckleheads ended up pulling out a half-point victory over BTR, and then that 7th sack that everyone in fantasy sports has heard about ends up going back and forth, and so it granted me the title immediately, and then it granted BTR the title later in the week, and then Sunday night it granted me back the title, and now we don't know what the hell's going to go on in the next hour.
I mean, I saw when I logged in tonight, it said, "Oh, good season," and gave me the 2nd place. I think it's locked now. Okay, finally.
All right, chaps.
No more further reviews. I think what we're at.
All right, so that brings us to one of my favorite times of the season, and I'm glad that we have so many people on the line to weigh in, because it affects us all personally. It is time for Born to Run to give out his end of the season awards.
Yeah, I was going to do grades, but the Gort report, I think, did such a fine job of doing that. And honestly, from when he initially did those ratings, I don't think that much changed, honestly.
He gave some tough love to the Knuckleheads. I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Report,
It's too bad he's not on. We could have reminded him.
I don't think the Gort report expected any victories or any titles for the Knuckleheads this year. But
good point. Right. Very good point.
Let's see how the awards go.
So, everyone on there, you're familiar with the Dundies? Yes.
The Dundee Awards?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course,
We're doing the BARFFies here. So I'm just giving out awards. So the first one is went to a gunfight with a slingshot, goes to the Springfield Rifle. And the reason I give them that, to me, they had the lowest points in the league. They really didn't have the firepower to honestly compete. Although, kudos to Jeff. Never giving up, always, staying engaged and putting in a lineup. So kudos to him for that. But the bottom line is that wide receiver group was atrocious. There was really no clear number one.
It was tough.
And I looked. His highest position receiver was Debo. And you know what his rank was?
Debo, I'd guess 28.
Very good guess. 26.
26, yeah.
So that's why he gets that award. Now, this is kind of in the spirit of Britney Spears. The Oops, I Did It Again award goes to Worst Team Ever. And I say it this way because different year, same result. And, Worst Team Ever has a long, history of futility. I mean, and this is where it really hurts. So I look at the league history. Worst Team Ever only has 2 top 3 finishes in 18 years. Not a compelling.
Par for the course.
That's what I'm saying. Whoops, I did it again. Somehow. So, I will say this now. I wrote this up. Something needs to change in the worst team ever camp, but to get their first championship. But I did see a glimmer of hope, a little spark with a fire.
I know exactly what you're talking
that our, glass half empty owner kind of turned it around and turned it to a glass half full owner.
Yeah, I love
so is that the beginning of a change? And maybe that is the beginning of something new. I mean, only time will tell, and we'll see next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Love that fire at the end of the season, Ty. And you went on a run. Like both worst team ever and the Rifle went on a little end of the season
It
run.
made it
was great to
interesting,
see.
right?
Certainly
At the end.
I look at this team now and still don't understand how I finished in 9th place. I just don't I don't get it.
When you look at your lineup,
That team was much better.
I think
That team was much better than where it ended up in the standings.
it might be the
You drafted T. Higgins.
It might be the 3 or 4 wins or 5 wins you had. I think that's the reason why you finished that.
Wow. Hey, look at the points for. It was right up there with the heavy hitters.
Yeah, well, as we know now, points for don't mean a lot in this league, my
I
friend.
was going to say the Knuckleheads sure didn't have a lot of points.
No.
Unfortunately.
All right, next award. Who pulled the rug out from under me? It goes to the Whopper Moppers. I mean, if you remember how they started, 4-0.
4-0.
Really hot, good, a lot of points. And then, I think series of injuries started hitting. You had Puka there, got hurt for a game or two. And I think what really started was a week 5 heartbreaking loss to the Rifle. And it kind of sent right?
Started
it sent
the
them in.
spiral.
Right.
Yep.
Now, the one little, I guess, tough thing for maybe the Whoppers to swallow here is that I was looking at the stats. 29.1% of owners with Puka on their roster won their league championship. So, Tom, you were in the bottom 2/3 of that stat there, buddy.
That's sad.
Yeah. But it was tough.
Tough skid.
That was a tough skid.
Yeah, you want to say, I mean, like I said, you started good, your team. I thought you drafted well. It just wasn't meant to be, right?
Yeah, I thought I had a solid team. Puka got hurt, and then Nico Collins wasn't what he was supposed to be at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, good point there.
Spiraled.
Yes.
That whole Houston team at the beginning was just a concern. And
atrocious.
Now,
the line was bad.
Yep.
It was not good.
Now they're just killers.
So I changed my next award because, over the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing a lot of this. So the Monday Morning QB Award goes to Sody Pantlows. And I feel if Sody could go back and change some things in time, the first one obviously would be the fleecing of trading the Chase Brown to me for Jordan Addison. Hey, Sody, you got the 43 ranked wide receiver for the 8th ranked running back. You got to feel good about that. So, I know Sody would, definitely like to not have done that trade. Although in his defense, he had a plethora of running backs. And at the time, he was definitely letting the worst one go. In fact, he offered to me like 5 times, and I think I rejected the trade offers like 5 times. Is it right? Something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I even offered you like Quinshawn Judkins at one point. So, I mean, like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, bad trade, but hey, I mean, A+ for the draft. I mean,
well,
still a pant load?
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. If you wanted to get back in that time machine, I think there's one other thing you might change. Was the Rome Odunze selection at draft time.
I don't know. What round was he? I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. He ended up being the 41st wide receiver.
Right.
And you can't say there were a couple games you stuck with him. If you would have won that game, Knuckleheads would have been looking on the outside looking in versus Sody Pantloads.
Yeah, that was an exciting end to the year. That winner takes all with Knuckleheads and Sody Pantloads. That was a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun for me because I pulled it out, but yeah, there was a lot going on there.
I'll count that as a wild card playoff game. So I made playoffs. That was a wild card round.
I think I gave you the right award. So next one is I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Award goes to no lineup. Again, no lineup. Another year, another playoff. I mean, in fact, they've made the playoffs 5 seasons in a row now for no lineup.
Heading into this year,
including
this year,
this year,
5 in a row,
which is pretty impressive considering, his level of engagement may have been a little waned a little there in the middle years, but now he's fully engaged.
Oh, yeah.
And ever since he has been, he's made the playoffs, which is very impressive. I mean, again, phenomenal season, just came up a little short. And I think really the only thing I said here, what's left is there's only still, as everyone, this is well documented, there's still only 2 teams left without a
teams
BARFF
left.
championship.
Yep.
And, you know, who's it going to be? Or for me, is it something I'm going to see in my lifetime? Not positive. Who knows? But
Yeah, I mean, in addition to those 5 playoff appearances, there's at least 1 championship appearance. I believe there was a 3rd place.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's been right in the lineup's
it's
grasp.
just like right there. Yeah. So
that's tough.
it is tough. It's never, you know, I think Tom can weigh in to get that first one. It takes a lot, but, you know, once you.
It is. Yeah. Big sigh of relief once you get
Right,
it, though.
right. Yeah. The noose loosens up. All right. Next award. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald Award goes to Team Rodney Hampton. I mean, they started 9-0. One of the best starts in BARFF history. I think
Yep.
only maybe second to the 2021 year when I think I went to like 11-0 or
11-0,
something like
yep.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Unbelievable. And then as I said, when the Hurricane West wind on week 10 came in and they just got plastered. I think they had 70 something points.
So bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It started the tailspin. And it was so bad that, like, who would have thought, even if they didn't hold on the number 1 seed, you're like, oh, they're at least going to get the number 2 seed. To actually give that up, or losing that, I mean, you know, and I give them credit. They made a valiant try in the first round 1 playoff matchup. Really good point total, but. But as I said here in my Wreck Edmund Fitzgerald, but like the good shipping crew, they were a bone to be chewed, and their promising season. Basically, Tony brought it to an abrupt end. It was over.
He did, yeah. That's a 9-0 start and a 5-game slide heading into the playoffs, and Boston Beans took care of it. In kind of, if you're looking at Rodney Hampton's take on it, it's a heartbreaking fashion, 142 to 139.
I know.
That's tough.
Yeah, and I must say, I didn't love losing by my half point, but I can say when Sodi beat me in I think I had 1 loss that year. That was the one that had me just like
Right.
It took me weeks.
It's hard.
That's really hard when you start off so well like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that slide coming. You think everything's going well.
Right, yeah. You're like, oh, yeah. So it's brutal. All right, next one is the Fly Like an Eagle Award goes to Soren. And I said this, give him this award because really for the whole season, they flew, as I said, above the rest of us in the league. I mean, they were clearly
good season.
flying, and they were one of the best teams all year,
No
if
doubt.
not. I would make the argument on paper the best team probably. Because in my bracket, I had me actually losing to them because I thought, he had such a good team. But, like it happens when what I call the bird strike happened. He ran into like an engine of an airplane when he met the knuckleheads. And he got eliminated by, the defensive machine that the knuckleheads were.
Yeah, we play dirty in knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Filthy games.
That poor guy never saw it coming.
Nope.
He just got sucked in, and next thing you know, it's over.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. All right, Tony, this award goes to you. It's the never give up Jimmy Valvano Boston Beans award goes to the Boston Beans.
All right.
I got to say it. No, because me as one of the hosts of the podcast, I think I had wrote you off at least 3 or 4 times easily. And you know what? The Beans just kept hanging in there. And sure enough, they got into the playoffs, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And not only did they do that, you're like, okay, fluke, they somehow squeaked in. They ended up beating Team Rodney Hampton and put up a very strong showing against me in the second round. So, Tony, I give you a lot of credit for that. And, I think as I kind of my note here, it really goes to show is why you never give up. Because it easily could have called it in. But
And I don't know, Ant, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been in the league 10 years now, and you have 2 titles. This is a third place. I feel like I don't remember the last time Boston Beans didn't make the
Yeah.
playoffs. So it's been a really impressive run since you've joined BARFF.
It has been, yeah. I think I don't remember the last time I missed it either. Maybe a couple of years ago, but yeah, I think this is year 9, and then yeah, that's 2 titles in 9. Yep.
Yeah, that's
It's a good
that's pretty
percentage.
impressive. Yeah, that's people would be so jealous. So yeah, but unfortunately this year, I mean, a third place. Whew,
Yeah,
third place is pretty damn good. in
it's
BARFF.
not too shabby. That's a pretty good season. So mine's pretty easy. It's the Groundhog Day Award, goes to BTR. I feel like I keep repeating the same, like, championship, no championship. It just doesn't go away. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But I'm glad it's settled because it's too crazy.
What a roller coaster!
It sure
and
was.
A really good year. And adding in, we talked about no lineup earlier. We're talking about BTR. Christian has weighed in on the chat. In hindsight, the BTR no lineup trade was a disaster, in his opinion. And
it's true. No, it didn't work out, but it seemed like a good trade at the time. So, what are you going to do?
Right.
All right, last but not least, and I said this in the text, the Defense Wins Championship Award goes to the Knuckleheads.
Go ahead.
And like I already said, unbelievable championship run, beating the 2 top seeds by holding them pretty way below their season average.
By
but
far,
I think mine was 17 points, my season average that you held me to in that game.
Yeah.
And, this is 3rd championship. I looked.
3rd championship.
That's rarefied air.
Yeah.
It really is. You only have 2 other, and you can make the argument because they had a combination,
There
couple
was that
wins,
combo
right?
one,
yeah.
yeah.
But you got Team Rodney Hampton, the Rifle, are there too. So getting that 3rd one's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Now the interesting part is I looked, the Knuckleheads only had 123 more points than the last place Rifle for points for.
Oh yeah.
So you're 9th in points for that.
Uh-huh.
So that's incredible. And then, going back to like what Sodi was saying, or I think you said it, you had 2 victories. One of them, 78.06 to 77.05. A 1.1 victory over worst team ever.
Sub 80.
Yep. And a 86.85 to 79.4 versus the Rifle. And it's funny because you would have lost to any other team those 2 weeks.
Of course.
Whoever you would have played those 2 weeks. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to end this way. To me, the Knuckleheads were a team of destiny. It shows it in my mind. And congratulations. Well deserved.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. When the Knuckleheads go over 80, watch out.
Yeah.
That's my the prowess that I bring to each and every week. Better watch out that once I break that 80 barrier, it's wins are coming. So a little bit of ugliness, but
hey,
I'll take it.
It's a championship.
Yeah. That's and having 3.
It's like I said, rarefied air.
Yeah, I think the last one was in 2015 or 14. So it has been a long time.
Yeah, I think it was a lot. We've done this 18. I look at the league history.
18, this is
18
the 18th.
years.
Yeah,
That's
and that's
incredible.
why when I do championships, I break the Rodney Hampton and Rifle one in half and get a half because otherwise it comes out one more year.
Right. Because it was 4-2, right?
Yeah,
I think we're doing that right.
Yeah. So it's been really a roller coaster of a week. It's been an amazing season. I think we had more Monday night drama this year than we've had in years past. It seemed, and boys, you let me know on the line, let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't remember a season where we were hanging on so many Monday night games that were consequential to people.
Yeah, I think this year definitely the closest for sure. I mean, I don't think there was a single Monday night I was going to already have won. So
Right.
I'd say that's definitely right.
Yeah, there's so much going on. So
Tremendous year.
It's been a great year.
Yeah, it really has. One for the books, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And so, and that's unfortunately 18 years, 6 seasons of podcast, and we're heading into yet another off season.
Yeah, boo.
Very, very sad times.
Boo is
for
right.
sure. But, we'll see what next year brings. We had a lot of fun this year on the show. We had some viewer participation outside of owners, which was really a lot of fun. we tried to do some different content to draw some eyes, and that was fun and also interesting in the results.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're getting Christian weighed in. My loss to the Beans seared into my brain. That takes the case in the championship game. So, do you remember that one, Ant playing Christian in the title game? Was that a squeaker? My memory is terrible.
That was the last play, Najee Harris touchdown on like the Sunday night or whatever.
Yes.
Receiving touchdown to get like 8 points.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that will.
Okay, that probably was worse than a
too.
stat correction.
That has to be
Oh,
worse.
that's tough.
Man.
We have drama in these title games. Yeah, so Christian definitely has suffered some drama and trauma from title experiences, but he's still out there trying. And next year's a new year.
Yeah, I give everyone credit for that.
Absolutely.
We don't have any slackers. Everybody is always in it, trying every week, and that's what makes this league such a great league to be in.
Absolutely. Yep. Tom, I'm going to ask you to be very gentle with the trophy over the next months. We hand off the trophy at the draft, and so we've got some months until then. So enjoy it and show it off, but let's not toss it somewhere that someone's going to throw it out, or have a bookcase fall on it or anything like that. That would be a little sad.
Tom's probably been polishing it off and bringing it into the shower with him, right? Right, Tom?
Funny you say that. I actually picked it up the other day and it was a little dusty.
See?
So I dusted it
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a BARFF
Glad
owner
I
right
had it
there.
for another 9 months or whatever it is, 8 months.
Yeah.
Maybe we should let it always go back to Tom after like the Stanley Cup and let him
Right.
bring it into
keeper.
everyone every year.
Right. The winner can hold it,
Yeah,
but
the
then
keeper
Tom
of the
takes it
toilet.
back.
It goes back to Tom.
Yeah, that's not a bad
We
idea.
certainly know we can't trust Soren. That's for sure.
I think I said something at the end of last year, like, it was going to be like the Stanley Cup. Like, I'm not saying it's going to leave here anymore.
Yeah.
But no, it's our tradition, so that's what we do. So we did some different things on the show this year, and we'll see what we're going to do next year. We've already talked about this briefly. It seems like you're down
Oh,
to do
yeah.
another season. If you guys, as owners, would like to do another season, we can certainly do that if we're going to do it. Commission's going to do some work down here. For those of you, like none of you really have been in. Christian saw the new studio. Soren saw the new studio, but they're going to be the last ones to see it because I'm ripping it apart, and we're going to try to upgrade yet again this space
Moving on up.
to do some different things and be able to accommodate some people. So more to come on that. We also may throw in some off-season content around the draft and possibly the Super Bowl. The combine for sure, yeah. And I think I might actually be able to broadcast that, so that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot more to come. It's been a great season. It's not
There's
possible.
no
without all of you.
off-season.
There's no more off-season.
In the BARFF.
We need a BARFF tour bus.
That is one thing I'll say that I slacked on this year is that we did everything at the studio, which I mean, it's just easier to have all the gear, but the road warrior seated next to me, driving for far more time than he spends in the studio compared to road time, and to put in as many appearances this year, that is truly heroic, and I appreciate your efforts, my friend.
It was well worth every minute of that commute.
I love it. And you guys that have weighed in on the chat, often in hilarious fashion. The beans stink. We have to throw that in. Like, that comes up in the chat every week. It's just been really great having the owner participation and the viewer participation. So hopefully we're going to grow this a little bit more. It seems like having some more eyes on it caused some interesting situations with questions and things like that. Yep. We actually got more subscribers and things of that nature, and so we'll see what we can do. I learned a lot about this stuff, so we want to make this a place where people will look and maybe learn a little bit about, through our turmoil, they'll learn a little bit about some things that they can do with their teams and leagues and go in certain directions. So we'll see what we're going to do. But that is a wrap on season 6. Ty, Tom, Kyle, Ant, thanks for weighing in. Christian, thanks for weighing in on the chat. It doesn't work when it's just BTR and I. So thank you guys so much, and this was a great season.
Thank you, Commit. Thank you, BTR.
Thanks, Commish.
Nice guys.
All right. And
You guys make Barf go round.
Yeah, one more time. The beans stink.
yes, that is
The
a
new
great
Eeyore
way.
of the league over there. New Eeyore.
That I cannot think of a better way to sign off.
I think that's appropriate. Yep.
We will see you all next year, or no, we'll see you all as we head through the off season. We'll be posting stuff in the chat and on the league page for that. And good luck to all.
All right.